What's going on, guys? Trizzle here, tuning in. I just want to bring you guys another great war recap. Of course, we're actually starting to pick up some momentum. We did go through a little bit of a rough patch a couple months ago, but since then we've definitely been hitting our stride. Love to see that green on the war map. So without further ado, let's get into the highlights. Now, I may not show some of the attacks because I don't really think there's a whole point to showing you guys a bunch of bully attacks, but we'll definitely skim through some of the better attacks for the war. Unfortunately, I did try to 3-star number 1, ended up missing, only got a 1-star, but we still ended up beating this clan pretty soundly. So this ended up being a bully attack, 11 v, I guess you would say 10.5. Didn't quite have the Town Hall 11 accoutrements. They did have, I guess you could call it a Grand Warden, but that would be about it. Their offense definitely wasn't worth to me going that high. You definitely don't want to upgrade to Town Hall 11 until your heroes are, I would say, 35 plus minimum. I mean, you really need max heroes to be effective in war, especially at the top level of the game. But some people, they don't really focus on their heroes for some reason. But what are you going to do? In any event, easy 3-star ends up taking out their number 2 base, and it's on to the next one. So here we've got another bully attack. This is my Town Hall, it's my second account, which is basically a Town Hall 11, sitting with fairly low heroes. I haven't really gotten a chance to max my king for Town Hall 10 anyways. They're at 38, 40, and 4, but I do have you know, some of the required troops that you'll definitely need, bowlers, witches, you know, hounds, things like that. So going in on a Town Hall 10, looks like, I wanted to say it's kind of like an anti-3 base, but I don't know. To be honest with you, it's one of those bases where you kind of look at it and like, well, what's the best side to attack? So you just kind of have to make sure you're mindful of the raid objectives, which at Town Hall 11, you definitely want to focus on, most of the time, you got to look at where the eagle is. For the most part, Town Hall 11s are going to be going in either trying for a high percentage 2-star, or if the base gives it up, you know, and there are some glaring weaknesses, then you can definitely go in and try to get the triple. But at the Town Hall 11, you know, level, unless you have a clan where it's, you know, the majority Town Hall 11s where you can overlap, have multiple hits on a base, you know, then it's a different story. But as far as, you know, mixed clan wars, where you're going to be looking at maybe running 1 or 2 Town Hall 11s, 1 or 2 Town Hall 10s, a few 9s, and then all lower Town Halls, this is definitely going to, you know, do the trick for you. So another 3-star, and then we start getting into the Town Hall. Nope, this is another Town Hall 10. Again, another bully attack, but you got to clear these bases, guys. That's one thing about wars, that you can't always take stuff for granted. I've definitely seen, you know, max Town Hall 10s stop Town Hall 11s in their tracks. You walk away pissed off as all hell, because, you know, you would think it would be an automatic 3-star, but good base design combined with poor execution, combined with bad luck sometimes, is definitely enough to, you know, cost you a raid. So not gonna again spend too much time with these bully attacks, but it is still worth showing, just because, again, a win's a win. So next we've got the Town Hall 9s, and this is Homewrecker. He is doing a bully attack, but he is a Town Hall 10, so not really too much of a bully. But everybody knows Town Hall 9 is now basically broken with the advent of the new level 4 P.E.K.K.A. Like, Town Hall 9 wasn't easy enough as it is. Supercell decided, I guess we can make it just a little bit easier, and let's give them something they don't need, and let's give them some P.E.K.K.A.s. Now, I will say, those of you who've been playing the game for a long time, you know, might be a little nostalgic, because, you know, you remember when Town Hall 8 was the highest level of the game. Go Wipe was actually a strong attack. Now it did go through a period of, I guess, being categorized as a 2-star army, but anybody who's been playing the game since the P.E.K.K.A buff knows that with the advent of bowlers in the clan castle, it has taken Go Wipe, and this is a perfect example of it right here. Here we've got my Town Hall 9 going in on a max Town Hall 9. The heroes aren't max, but they are fairly high as far as Royals go. You know, pretty basic power, Go Wipe attack, guys. 2 golems set up. Now I am going to actually create a tutorial for this particular army, just because with those level 4 P.E.K.K.A s, it's just going to wreck face. You want to make sure you set your funnel nice and properly, just because, you know, with those troops, they can definitely circle if you're not careful. You want to make sure you're entering the base in a good way so those bowlers go in the core and you can really get the benefit of the heal rage combo and just take out those expos. Very important when you are using any type of ground attack, especially at Town Hall 9, guys, whether it's Go Wee Wee or Go Wipe. Probably we'll end up seeing a lot more Go Wipe now that those Town Hall 9s can get the level 4 P.E.K.K.A s, but it's all about making sure you get the bowler CC, get those heroes upgraded, make sure you're attacking, you know, lower bases. All those things are key. So again, easy 3-star. I think by the end of it, all 4 P.E.K.K.A s were alive, 3 wizards. So anytime you end attack with all 4 of 4 P.E.K.K.A s that you started the raid with, that's usually going to end in a 3-star. Alright, so here we've got Homewrecker taking out their number 7. Looks like it goes in with a little bit of a queen walk. And let's go ahead and fast forward this attack. A little bit different on his approach. Obviously the healers are going to transfer. But being that it is a Town Hall 9, it kind of lets you have a little bit of leeway. Definitely a wide margin of error when you're a Town Hall 10 hitting a 9 with basically max heroes. So good job to the Legion. Great job, Homewrecker. He's definitely been the missing transition between my top 2 Town Hall 11s to cover that one section of the base, the bases, excuse me, where you might either have to hit those Town Hall 10s, the low Town Hall 10s, as well as clear the Town Hall 9s that either have just a really solid base design or our 9s have difficulty clearing. So this ended up being a little bit of an engineered base. They did have some max Town Hall 10 defenses, but obviously there is no expos. There definitely isn't anywhere near enough of the defenses even built, and they have 1 air defense. So Dennis goes in very, very easily, takes out the base using a Town Hall 9 Go Wipe. So I definitely want you guys to make sure you catch that the 3-star tutorial. Once I finish it up, obviously I'll post it, but being that those P.E.K.K.A s did get that extra level and that extra buff a couple months ago, Go Wipe is actually going to emerge as, you know, one of the strongest attacks that you can do at Town Hall 9. And it's one of those attacks that if you've been playing the game for a while, you should know how to Go Wipe. I think damn near everybody would know how to Go Wipe by now anyways. But if you haven't, good news, I got you. Definitely going to hook that up with the 3-star tutorial. So great job, Dennis. Easily clearing that engineered Town Hall 10. And here is Dennis's second attack, taking out Town Hall 9. Now, looking at this base, I actually think I saw this base on Powerbang. He actually put out a video a couple, I think it was last week, and he was talking about, just solid troll attack. Well, Town Hall 9 bases that kind of trolled, and if I'm not mistaken, I saw a base very similar to this. He talked about, making it skinny. He was using like a triple lava Lalo, but in any event, Dennis definitely goes in, takes care of business, uses those royals to deal with the clan castle. Don't know if he gets the queen kill, but he's definitely going to get that air defense. With that being said, once you've taken out the clan castle and at least 1 air defense and or the archer queen, it's almost a foregone conclusion, especially with Penta. You just got to come in, know the right execution, 2 hounds per air defense, followed by your loons. The better you can get at dropping loons in a surgical manner. 2 loons per defense. Doesn't need to even be specifically aimed. If you double tap and spread it out maybe a ½ inch apart, you're going to actually learn how to do surgical deployment, and then over time you're only going to get better at it. Certain armies, especially hybrid attacks, will require proficiency with surgical deployment, and because loons definitely work best where you're doubling up and having them in pairs, you're going to want to make sure you practice that stuff, guys. So great job, Dennis. Easily taken out. Number 9 wasn't quite a max base, but it was definitely a well-designed base, so good job there. I know that Purely also had an attack I want to show real quick. His first attack didn't go so well, but he was able to triple a max Town Hall 9. Same base I hit with Go Wipe. So he was able to get the Clan Castle full, use those Royals to take out the CC, and then from there just so many loons that there's too much for the base. Spam-a-lam-a-loonion, as I called it. You're gonna go in just loon heavy, and then just use those spells to travel those loons across the base, and just wreck face, take out everything you can. By the time it's all done, there really isn't anything left, and got a little lucky there. I mean, the Archer Queen could have ended the raid, but when it's a max base, 3 stars to 3 star, you got to give it up. So good job, Purely, to somewhat redeem yourself, because we've had some issues with you not pulling the damn Clan Castle. Anyways, so here we've got looks like I guess it's a dip, because Noob is now officially 8.5. What up, homie? Going in, this is, I guess, obviously their top Town Hall 8, but obviously it's going to be a 3-star. Town Hall 8s are easy enough as is, so once you factor in an additional spell slot, you can forget about it. So we're just going to zip through this attack, but in the event, great deployment, good job, and we just want to bridge the gap from transitioning as a Town Hall 8 into a Town Hall 9, which, like everything else, when you upgrade, you're going to have to get those troops upgraded. Got to get those army camps done. Got to get those Town Hall 9 troops, followed by the heroes. Very, very important. The sooner you can get your royals up to a respectable level, the more proficient, more tools, the more options you're going to have. So here we've got Adam taking out their number 11. He is making steady progress as well. Definitely has come a long way from the very beginning, but as you know, the way this game is designed, there's always something else you can learn. So good job, Adam, easily taking out their number 11 base. So no problem for the level 2 dragons, and that's another 3 stars for the Legion. What up? Alright, so that's that. Probably not going to show too many more attacks, just based on the fact that they were weaker bases and lower accounts. I guess it was like semi-engineered, so we'll just zip through this one and then we'll go ahead and cut it short. But as you guys know, like I told you guys, I'm going to try to get back into putting out some more content for you. I'm definitely going to get back in a regular streaming schedule. I know that you guys definitely miss me streaming every week. Plus, I miss you guys too. Love the opportunity to make not just new friends, but having support for the channel, for the clan, and above all, be able to teach as many people as possible, because this is one of my passions. Clash of Clans has been one of the games that through all the BS, work, relationships, all the stuff in your life outside of the game. It's definitely been my I guess in a lot of ways my meditation, my go-to, my stress reliever. So it definitely means a lot, to have you guys give back as much as I can, not just with knowledge, and making you guys laugh, But also, those gift card contests, different ways to give back in any way that I can. So we're not going to probably watch this attack. This is a Town Hall 9 hitting a Town Hall 7, so no need to see that. But with that being said, guys, really appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, I am going to be putting out a new Go Wipe tutorial, so make sure you check that out. With all that being said, Trizzle tuning out. Don't forget, guys, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. We do have a new gift card contest this month for the month of March 2018. In order to win, you're going to want to come by during the live streams. You're also going to want to make sure you comment on as many videos as possible in the catalog March 2018 gift card. I can tell you that there's already 1 or 2 people that have damn near changed the game. So if you want to win, you're going to have to earn it. Alright, again, appreciate you guys watching, and for real this time, Trizzle tuning out.